boats. And in anticipation of that, the French had already set up a protest for tonight, and we are going to go and participate in the protest. We're going to do some protest coverage as we're known to do, and we'll see what the similarities and the differences are in terms of police apprehensions, in terms of the response from the French police force, because I've heard a lot of crazy things. We see the ways in which French protests are covered after in American news, and the way it's covered in American news oftentimes is, showing all the flipped cars and everything's on fire, and there's this perhaps stereotype of the French constantly engaging in some pretty wild protests over minor instances of discontent. I don't agree with that framing, for the record. I think that protest is just, it's righteous, and the French do it very well. So we're going to see how that looks. We're going to see on the ground exactly what that looks like from this Palestine protest that's taking place. We're on our way right now to Republic Plaza, where a lot of these protests have historically happened. There's a historical significance for this plaza as well. Let me just look it up real quick. But Republic Place.
Also, I'm here. Hi, chat.
Yes, marches on the ones and twos as always. My ride or die. Place de la République, as we know it today, took shape in the 19th century during the reign of Napoleon III, formerly known as Place du Château d'Eau. It was renamed in 1879 to honor the nascent republic, symbolizing the ideals of liberté, égalité, and fraternité. So, a lot of protests take place there in France right now, and these are some values that are very important to the French, very important to everyone in honestly, liberal democracies all around the world. And it does seem to me as though our governments, our government in the United States of America, and certainly the French government as well, has not really abided by the same standards that they played a role in designing historically, that played a role in upholding historically. So we'll see how it goes, but I hope you guys are excited. Obviously, after the protest coverage, we'll be heading back to the hotel, to home base, and I'll be doing more coverage on the regular news of the day. The government shutdown, obviously, we'll be talking quite a bit about that, because while the French government is seemingly collapsing every other week because of Macron's inability to abide by the democratic wishes of the majority of the country, or the plurality of the country, the American government is also collapsing, because that's what happens when the far right wins. The far right being the Republican Party in our country, obviously. So, chat, I'm new. Who is March, please? Damn, there's people who don't know you, bro. They don't know
this building.
They don't know you, bro. Yeah, this is my favorite thing about France, is like all that colonial plunder did actually build a beautiful city, I'm gonna be honest. And I do really like that. I've talked about this before, not to get all architectural digest on everybody here. My mom would be very proud of me for saying this, but I do think that the city planning, the beautiful buildings, the historical significance of these buildings, and keeping up with, there it is, that's March, keeping up with the old design of the city, I think plays a role. It plays a formative role in shaping people's understanding of the world. This is a fairly walkable city, for example. It's heavily segregated by different banlieues that are on the poorer side, obviously, but like the heart of the city right here, where the majority of the commerce takes place, is really striking. It's really beautiful. It's obviously, there's more to it than that, and there's beauty in every parts of France, of course, but this is what people think of when they think of France. Love European cities? Yeah. For Americans, this is this is something that you have never experienced, unless you've maybe been to like Chicago or New York. New York probably being the best example of this in the United States. This is a very walkable city.
Where are all the 8-lane highways?
Yeah, there are no 8-lane super highways. There's still a decent amount of car reliance here. One of the things I have noticed in France last time I was here was the fact that a lot of the cars, including the one that we're in, are Chinese. A lot of well, actually, this one might not be. MG, is MG Chinese?
I don't know.
But yeah, a lot of the vehicles are. MG is Chinese, no? Isn't it?
I mean, we're all Chinese if you go back far enough.
Yeah, that's true. Now that we know for a fact that everyone is technically Chinese.
I'm feeling extra Chinese lately.
No, MG isn't. MG's English. MG's British. Wait, didn't they get bought out by the Chinese too, though? Am I crazy?
I'm going to choose to believe that.
MG stands for Mao the Great. MG is Chinese. It's a UK brand, but owned and made in China. Chatters are wrong saying it's UK. Yeah.
Well, there you
MG is bought by the Chinese too, just like Volvo was like partially purchased by. Yeah.
MG, yes.
Is
Britannic of fabrication of China.
Yeah, it's China made.
China.
Yeah. A lot of the cars here now, like the electric vehicles and whatnot, a big chunk of them are Chinese EVs now. Like the Chinese EVs have been dominating the market. Yeah, he's showing off the moonroof, right? Isn't that what it's called? The sunroof or the moonroof? What is all the way? What's going on, everybody?
I'll bust the light out later.
I'm live and alive, coming to you live from an arrondissement in Paris, France. Oui.
Does it sound okay?
We are live. Yes, this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from Paris, France. Okay. And we are currently on our way to a Philistine protest put together by different groups, but we're going to be linking up with...
They can't hear you, hold on.
Wait, what? Audio is low, they're saying.
Yes,
oh, because it was, you
why.
cranked it down.
Yeah. Have to redo that intro.
Typical March, dude. What's going on, everybody? I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from somewhat sunny, somewhat gloomy Paris, France, in one of the arrondissements. We're on our way currently to a protest to link up with a couple party members from France Insoumise. Is that right? Am I saying that right? France Insoumise?
France Insoumise.
France Insoumise.
Insoumise.
Yeah. France Insoumise. Le France Insoumise. Insoumise. And yeah, we're about to get it popping. We hear a lot about how the French protest different, and today might seem like it's yet another day out here, and in some respects it really is. But there were mass strikes taking place all over the city today. Numerous unions participated in a work stoppage, and also on top of that protested, engaged in acts of demonstration against the Macron government's austerity measures, something that we've talked about quite a bit. But this is separate from that, or this is on top of that. This is compounding on top of that. This is a protest put together weeks in advance when the Sumud flotilla, which has a bunch of French nationals in it, including Rima Hassan, also from the party, France Insoumise party, made their way to potentially penetrate the illegal blockade, the illegal naval blockade that was instituted by the Israeli government as it's conducting its genocide, a blockade that existed before this genocide as well. And they were trying to bring in with nationals from, I believe, 49 different countries, humanitarian aid, baby formula, and numerous other things like that. And of course, Israel predictably apprehended the flotilla yesterday. They intercepted the flotilla, and I believe with the exception of one boat, took over all of the